Welcome back to another episode of a Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough here at Manly Battleships. I'm Mr. Panda.
And I'm Roxstar!
And we're not restarting this again. So congratulations, what you see is what you get. This is the continuation of our journey through this exciting game, Doki Doki Literature Club. Available for free on Steam, and let me tell you, it's been an exciting adventure so far. When we left off, we were yet again back in the club room doing poetry. And I am left with some more important decisions about whose poem should I read and in what order. As far as I can tell, this has absolutely no bearing at all upon the course of the game. However, as a God-fearing Christian man, it is my responsibility to make all choices in light of the will of the Lord. So, currently, we're being treated to Natsuki and Yuri, and because Yuri is, of course, the established Satanist in the group, we're just going to go ahead and move on to her right away.
That's a change.
We're going to overcome her evil early, because I feel like it.
Okay. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you have written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Panda, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining? I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Her arms are heavy.
That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Panda. Everything you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Panda? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Oh, okay. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time. Drowning snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disapproving of the existence of God.
Yes!
A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks a second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky full of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing patrol, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
Now she feels the wrath of the Almighty.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is a pen that fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
All right, then.
That was a fun conversation with Yuri.
I didn't even say anything. All right.
I liked your last one better.
Really?
Well, yeah, I can tell you're a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet, so it felt flat.
That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out.
Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in this club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from us all. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was never taught to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Oh, Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is
I think we have read this one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same one. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Okay, Panda.
Oh.
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Panda now sounds like
That's what she said.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt that I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is being an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid that if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone's like? Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I mean, I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two girls in this very club who I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much.
What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now.
Okay. Okay.
Another special poem!
It's a message from the Lord! Fantastic.
You said it was a message from the Lord, so...
Yes, it's a message from the Lord.
Stating what?
He wants me to hang around.
Oh, God. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could just come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Panda joined, and we've started some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Panda? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Panda to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Panda joined. And as for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Panda isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Panda want to get more members too. Right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation,
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
That doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Panda, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given the choice not to join.
Monica sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all of this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Panda. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. Did I not give you a chance to react to that?
Lying.
And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. No one would cry if she killed herself.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ is a sin! What the f***? You're lying.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Panda? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So, if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side too.
All right. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey, Yuri? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Panda? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat with a little bit with Panda before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom.
Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Panda, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club.
Oh, infinitely.
I would really hate to see you unhappy. I kind of feel like I'm responsible for that, as president. And I really do care about you, you know?
So much so that we're entering a VCR.
I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly got to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! Poem time!
Yay, poems!
So what's the theme this time? Panda.exe is loading.
And on the 8th day, God created cute things.
Okay, cute things.
Ribbon. Then
Clouds.
bouncy.
Giggle.
Twirl.
Fluffy.
fluffy. Poof. That's a lot of extra poems.
Lollipop.
Rain clouds.
Starscape.
Parfait.
Charm.
Feather.
Bubbles.
Bubbles are cute enough.
Not puppies.
Puppies are from Satan. Strawberry.
Party.
Vibrant. Dream. Skirt.
Pout.
Pout.
Cute.
Cute. Dazzle.
Papa.
Dance. Melody.
Sugar.
Flower.
Hi, Panda. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading?
That was quick.
I brought my best tea today. Monica! I told you not to... Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what has gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki. Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something?
That's a myth. There are no coins under the vending machine, like, ever.
Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Panda, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Panda is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica.
Okay.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
Yeah! I'm back.
Witch! See? She's spitting the dark arts!
Thanks for waiting patiently. Panda, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
She's going to poison you. Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything.
Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway.
Ah. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Panda.
Oh, you have no idea.
It's very endearing.
Is it? That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Panda, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. That is untrue. Chocolate very rarely goes with tea. Especially Chinese teas. Oolong pairs awful with chocolate. Why would you do that?
Yes, you snob.
Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. I mean, what other hand would I hold it with than the one that's not holding the book? Is there a third hand involved here?
Possibly.
Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Stop thinking dirty thoughts! She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Panda.
Sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't. Panda.
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Panda. My heart won't stop pounding, Panda. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Panda?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
Okay then. Stranger danger!
It's time to share poems.
I need an adult.
For next time?
So from us here at Manly Battleships, we hope you enjoyed this latest episode of a Doki Doki literature playthrough. I'm Mr. Panda.
And I'm Roxstar.
And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.